I absolutely love this. This is our new segment, Justice for TT. We are going to find the most outlandish claims, far-fetched claims of racism that we can, and we are going to demand justice for them. Justice for TT. If you haven't seen the movie Jones Plantation, I suggest you do. It will help you understand our fight for justice for TT. And by the way, TJ, Tiffany, whoever's watching, I want a Justice for TT fearless shirt made. So I'm gonna start wearing them for these Justice for TT segments, and just occasionally. Anyway, we're in the pursuit of justice, and so today's example of Justice for TT and this Justice for TT movement that we're starting here at Fearless. I'm reading from a headline, People magazine. The war and treaty felt betrayed after finding cotton plant in dressing room. Disrespect is what I felt. War and treaty, that's a country gospel, or not a country group, not a gospel group. It's a country group. So let me read to you from this People story. The war and treaty are opening up about a disturbing discovery made in their dressing room at the Coca-Cola Sips and Sounds Musical Festival last month. Ahead of their June 29th performance at the Austin event, the husband and wife country duo revealed to the Hollywood Reporter that there was a cotton plant in their room, which they found deeply offensive. Quote from Michael Trotter Jr. "We all know what that means. We all know what that represents in this country to people that look like us." Tanya Trotter noted that her experience with the incident hits hard when you're a granddaughter of a sharecropper. Quote, "My grandfather actually bought the plantation that he picked cotton on in New Bend, North Carolina. My family actually still lives there. So when you see these things, you look at it and you're like, wow, even though my grandfather bought the plantation, there's still a lot of pain rooted for people that didn't get an opportunity to change it into economic development for their families." The Blank Page singer said that she didn't want to sit in there and educate anyone about why the cotton plant was an insult, because it's not my position to educate anybody on what cotton is and what it represents in this country. It just shouldn't happen. Beyond it just being about racism, it's broader now. It's now a safety issue because we have to feel safe coming to these festivals. Recalling his emotions at the time of the incident, Michael explained, "Anger is what I felt. Disrespect is what I felt. Sadness is what I felt. Sadness not just because of what the plant represents to people that look like me, but sadness for myself because I am a son of this country." How do they do this? How? And I know I'm an idiot and I'm not the smartest person, but if I walked in a hotel room, green room, hotel, walked into any room and there was a cotton plant, I wouldn't even know it was a cotton plant. I would just know it's a plant and that it was white, and I wouldn't know. And look, and maybe because she's the granddaughter of a former sharecropper, maybe she's more in tune. It's like, oh my God, there's a cotton plant in the room. Help! I don't know. Do these people wear cotton underwear, cotton t-shirts? Where does it end? What? Your grandfather bought a plantation that grew cotton. So when your grandfather would step out of the house and look at a cotton field, did he go, oh my God, there's cotton? Oh, I'm so traumatized. I'm picking cotton. I own a plantation that grows cotton. Oh my God. This is, who's telling people to do this? You can't tell me this is authentic. You can't tell me this is real. I cannot believe it. I know too many people. No one I know feels this way or is this on the lookout. Do you understand that a cotton plant, that's God's creation? I mean, this is, okay, Bubba Wallace walked into a room and thought he saw a noose, allegedly. Or not, I'm sorry, not Bubba Wallace, someone else, because I don't even think Bubba Wallace saw it. Someone told him, thought he saw a noose. It's a pull on a, but at least a noose, you know, God didn't make nooses. Man did that. The only thing, God made cotton and cotton plants. How are you traumatized at seeing a cotton plant? It would almost be like, hey, Warren Treaty, we put a nice fruit bowl in your dressing room. And there's apples in there, there's bananas in there, there's grapes in there, there's cherries in there, and there's watermelon. Oh my God. They put watermelon and banana in my dressing room fruit bowl. Don't they know what that means to me, the people that look like me? Watermelon and bananas, that's racist. What are we doing? This is crazy. And this is a story in People magazine, and many other media outlets picked up on this story. And they're treating it seriously. Like these people were traumatized because they walked into a room and there was a cotton plant. This man, I'm sure, was in some cotton underwear and probably had a cotton t-shirt on. He's wore cotton in the last week, I guarantee it. And oh, now they don't feel safe because there was a cotton plant. This is cosplay. This is why I love that movie, The Jones Plantation. Justice for TT. And someone help me out here. Someone in the comments. Maybe I'm just wrong, and I'm just. But you know, I was in a Twitter back and forth over the weekend into the day about this whole racism thing that everybody wakes up every day looking to fight racism. And so then first thing they gotta do is hunt down some racism to fight. And this is what their entire life is built around. And so I was arguing with people that calling themselves Christians, and I believe they are Christians, but they just have a complete misunderstanding of like, I'm trying to explain, hey man, Marxists created the word racism. They handed racism to you as, hey, go hunt this down and go fight this. God in the Bible wants you to fight idolatry. So if you wake up every day like, hey, trying to fight idolatry, the first place you're going to look is in the mirror and look at you. Am I making something an idol? What am I doing here? And so idolatry is about examining yourself and eliminating idolatry. The hunt for racism is about pointing a finger at someone else. Oh, and it reduces you to this type of stupidity. Oh, I walked into a hotel room and there was a cotton plant and I'm black. Therefore, I'm offended. We got to stop it. Idolatry's killing us. Racism is a distraction. That's not to say that there aren't some people that exist. But anytime you are reduced to say, hey, they put a cotton plant in my hotel room or in my green room or wherever, and oh my God, I was traumatized and I was angry. you're on a fool's endeavor. You're actually making the point that, like, there's so little racism out here that I have to reduce it to this silly, inconsequential stuff. Someone called me a name. Someone didn't give me the proper service at a restaurant. Someone didn't let me. I'll just end with this. Justice for TT. Don't miss a second of Fearless. Hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with our latest content.